Well, good afternoon and welcome to Gateshead International Stadium. This is the Heed Army podcast and National League TV streaming service, bringing you Gateshead versus AFC Fylde on what has become quite a bitter afternoon here on Tyneside. It did feel a little bit mild before, but at the moment it feels absolutely brassic. But I'm sure the football will warm us up. My name's David Gaddis. I'm hoped to be joined by Gateshead defender Robbie Tinkler, who's out injured at the moment, so hopefully he'll be with us before the game starts to join us on co-commentary. But that said, we hope that you all are in fit and well and ready for this game, as AFC Fylde just leave the pitch in front of us here after their warm-up. Gateshead still going through theirs on the pitch in front of us, and it's going to be all set up for a great game. And Gateshead, you have to go all the way back to 2016. It was a Ryan Bowman goal, and that was the last time Gateshead beat AFC Fylde. Can Gateshead turn it around? 7 games without a win against the Coasters. Can the Heed Army find it? Can they find what it takes to beat the Coasters here this afternoon? And the Coasters themselves haven't had a fantastic result in midweek, beating Oldham 3-0. Gateshead having come from 2 goals behind at Rochdale to get a good, valuable point, and feel a little bit aggrieved that it wasn't the 3 points in the end. But it's all set up to be a corking game here. Just before we go any further, a big thank you to our sponsors on the podcast, Northern Print Solutions, who have been with us for over 10 years, and of course, our partners at Patrick Sportswear, who are helping us this season. And as I say, they make the team's strips, and they look absolutely fantastic. So if you fancy getting one of them, why not? Right, I can go through the teams. I'll quickly go through AFC Fylde while we're here. And say before the teams come back out. Theo Richardson is in goal. Sam Graham, the captain, Harry Davis, Nick Horton, Danny Whitehead, Luke Charman, Max Conway, Nelson Kumbeni, Josh Kay, Connor Barrett, and John Utabasi. And then on the benches, Akima Obi, Taylor O'Kane, Gould Ottomeyer, and Singabonga Legenza, and it's Danny Phillipskirk. And this is how Gateshead line up. It's Archie Mayer in goal, Kenton Richardson, Louis Story, Joe Grayson, Callum Whelan comes back into the team following his injury, Regan Booty, Luke Hannon, Kieran Lofthouse, the captain Greg Ollie, Stephen Werner, Marcus Denanga, Tom Allen on the bench, so is Jordan Hunter, Aidan Rutledge, Conor McBride, and Billy Chadwick. And of course, Ed Francis is the man that isn't involved today. I believe it's a suspension for 5 yellows. Yeah, it is all to play for. And also as well, a little bit of housekeeping for the podcast before we go any further. We are going to have our 400th show at the Schooner pub, which is behind Gateshead Stadium, and that will be on the 9th of November. We'd love you to come down and join us, and we'll be live as well on Facebook as ever. But come down, celebrate 400 shows, and we're hoping to have some guests there. There's going to be some great raffle prizes, signed shirts, signed posters. There's even a barber shirt to be won. There's free tickets to be won for the Gateshead game. So if you'd like to come along, and all the money from the raffle will be split between Gateshead FC ladies, and it will go to the Gateshead FC Foundation. So 2 fantastic causes. And if you'd like to come along and join us, you're more than welcome. And say we'll have a little bit of a party, and we're going to be having a cake as well. So why not? Everyone loves cake. Come along to the Schooner on November the 9th behind Gateshead Stadium, and we'll celebrate the 400th show of the Heed Army podcast. And who knows, we might even be in the second round of the FA Cup if we can get past Yeovil. So lots to look forward to, lots to talk about, as there will be this Thursday at 9 o'clock on the Heed Army podcast, episode 399. So it isn't all about the 400 show. The show must go on, and it does on Thursday. We have messages coming in on our YouTube stream. Good afternoon, everybody, says Sean Parry, and Neil Robinson is listening in from a minibus waiting to cross the Lithuania-Belarus border. Away the lads. Well, we are truly putting pins in the map today. And if you're an AFC Fylde fan as well, please do message us. We'd love to hear from you, and in a break of play we'll read out messages and subscribe as well. That would be very helpful. But if you are joining us on the National League TV streaming service, thank you very much for doing so as well. We hope that you enjoyed the game this afternoon. And if you're if you're listening on YouTube and fancy watching the game, it is $9.99, and you can do it on the National League website, and you can be watching us and hearing us. So please do. It should be a fantastic game. As I mentioned earlier on, that Gateshead have not won against AFC Fylde in quite a long time. But just having a little look down at AFC Fylde's team, you got Luke Charman, of course, Northeast lad, who was at the Newcastle Academy, I believe. You got Nick Horton, who always seems to do well against Gateshead. Danny Whitehead. There's great players all across this team, and Gateshead will have to be at their very best, because Fylde, they're starting to find their feet in the National League after a 3-0 win on Tuesday night. And if you are there, any Fylde fans, let us know. Let us know how you played. We'd love to hear from you. And Gateshead fans, were you down at Rochdale? It was a fantastic second half performance from the lads that saw Ed Francis and Kenton Richardson grab the leveller in the game. And it was a really good performance. And Gateshead fans here in the Tyne stand will be hoping to see more of the same. Of course, this is Rob Elliot's first game as interim manager at home. So he'll be wanting to get off to a winning start. And before we go any further, this is the first commentary that we've done since Mike Williamson, Ian Watson and Chris Bell have departed the club. And unless you've been living under a rock, they have left for pastures new. They are now in charge at MK Dons. And you couldn't wish them more luck at all than what Gateshead fans have done. We're very thankful for what they did. They came in dark days here at Gateshead. They had very little budget. They didn't have a reputation. They turned that around, and they built season upon season, which culminated in the National League North title, and then Wembley FA Trophy final a year later. And that, of course, captured the attention of the Football League. Numerous teams linked with the managerial trio, and they've moved to MK Dons. And we wish them all the best, as I say, and hopefully they can carry on their run. They got their first home win on midweek, 4-1. And, well, as I say, on from the old and into the new. The man who is in charge now, Rob Elliot, former Newcastle United goalkeeper, Republic of Ireland international. He's assisted by Louis Story and now by Carl Magnay as well. Two senior players in the Gateshead team with lots of experience and have been involved in the coaching setup here for a couple of seasons, as well as Rob has as well, in and around the club for a few years. And it seemed to be the best, the popular decision that the trio took over after Mike Williamson departed. Gateshead have been playing an exciting brand of football this season, which has seen Marcus Denanga score 12 goals already. And the hope is that process 2.0 starts now and nothing much changes. They keep going the way they are. They put the system, continue with the system, learn to grow, learn to get better, and hopefully Gateshead can continue. But AFC Fylde, they have just come up from the National League North last season. Found it a little bit tough to start off with, as Gateshead did last year, but I'm sure they will get themselves into a rut. And we are going to have Robbie Tinkler join us very, very shortly. For our YouTube listeners, we are going to go to a little advert, and when we come back, we'll be joined by...
The Heed Army podcast needs your help. No, we don't need money. All we need is you to do one simple thing. It'll take less than a second. If you could hit that like button, the subscribe button, and share whatever post that we put up regarding Gateshead Football Club, it'll go a long way in helping the show build and ultimately helping us push the club to the moon.
Well, you joined us back here. We are joined now by Robbie Tinkler. He's going to be getting his mic on shortly, and we just want to say a big thank you to everyone that is tuning in so far. We've got lots of people joined in nice and early, and we appreciate everyone that is tuned in on National League TV and on YouTube. And it's nice to welcome our guest and co-commentator this afternoon, Robbie Tinkler. How are you doing?
Yeah, not so bad. I'm plodding along. So.
It's lovely to have you here, but it's always in the circumstances of either injury or suspension. Unfortunately, it's the injury. How are you doing on that front?
Well, bit of an exclusive. I've got a scan on Wednesday, and that'll give us a bit of an idea of the extent of where we are with it. Options are surgery or not.
Oh, well, let's hope it isn't the latter. We are waiting for the teams to come back out here at Gateshead International Stadium. I say, Robbie, on Tuesday night, Gateshead, the first half performance wasn't overly bad. Rochdale took the goals very well. The first one was a screamer, but that second half performance was quite something to witness.
Yeah, I went down. I think we lacked a bit of intensity in the first half, which I think for us is quite obscure. The reason is unbeknownst, but we came out the second half, and like I say, I watched it, and we were fantastic. And I think on another day, with a bit of luck, I think we probably could have went maybe 5 or 6. But the way it goes, the lads are still confident with creating chances. So, like I say, I'm looking forward to this one.
It certainly is. And if we can continue in that vein of form, it'll be a very entertaining game, because on Tuesday night, especially in the second half, we were picking up every second ball and really made life difficult for Rochdale. They didn't seem to have many answers, did they, when we were picking it up on the edge of the box and applying the pressure straight back on?
Yeah, they were. To be honest, I think they had some individual real good players. Watching them, I thought they were, especially first half, they caused us some big problems. But yeah, like I was just saying, the second half was brilliant, and I think we've caught Fylde at a bit of a dodgy time. Obviously, they've just picked up their win, so it'll be interesting to see how the game goes.
Yeah, and just before you joined us, I did give out an interesting stat. We haven't beat Fylde since 2016. Rob Bowman was the man with the goal that day, and hopefully that isn't an omen. But as you say, they've stepped up this year. Much like ourselves, found it a little bit hard at first to adapt to obviously back to the travelling and the tempo and the calibre of sides that they're playing.
Yeah, I know from my own experience, we haven't beat Fylde very often. But I've just spoke to their manager there, and I think they're suffering with what we did a little bit last year. He said, I don't know whether it's overconfidence or whether it's something to do with just, like you're saying, the calibre of sides that they're playing against. But we had a similar situation last year. I think you don't have, sometimes I think in the National North we could turn up and just beat teams.
Well, the teams are coming out onto the pitch now. Gateshead in their white strips with black trim, and the Coasters are in an all navy blue strip. This is how the visitors line up this afternoon. Theo Richardson in goal, Sam Graham, the captain Harry Davis, Nick Horton, Danny Whitehead, Luke Charman, Max Conway, Nelson Kabeni, Josh Kay, Connor Barrett, and John Utabasi. On the bench is Emeka Boobi, Taylor O'Kane, Gould Ottomeyer, Singabonga Legenza, and Danny Phillips-Kirk. And for the Gateshead, this is how they line up. Archie Mayer in goal, Kenton Richardson, Louis Story, Joe Grayson, Callum Real returns to the starting lineup, Regan Booty, Luke Hannon, Kieran, I'm getting all tongue-tied here, Kieran Lofthouse, and Greg Ollie captain, Stephen Wern, Marcus Denanga. And on the bench is Tom Allen, Jordan Hunter, Aidan Rutledge, Conor McBride, and Billy Chadwick. And, you know, compared to this time last season, we've got a vast array of players to pick from at the moment, yourself excluded.
Yeah, I think we've been fortunate so far with injuries. I think the ones we've had, obviously, Weedo's had a bit of a nightmare with his. But beyond him, I think there's been a couple of lads out on loan injured. But apart from that, it's been quite short-term injuries. I'm glad you've had to read all the names out, by the way, because there was a few.
Oh, they'll catch us out later on the names. But obviously, we talked Whelan's back as well. I think Ed's missing through suspension, isn't he? His fifth yellow. Louis come back in, of course, in your place at the moment. How are you finding it in the middle of defence? Because last year you played centre back, but you're maybe right or left hand side of the back three. You seem to be enjoying it in the middle there now.
Yeah, it's something that suits us. I get to see a lot, and I think from there you can kind of dictate the tempo and the play, and I think it really has suited my game. Obviously, Louis been there and he knows what he's doing, and I think the game that he came on, in fact, it was more Stourbridge he came on, and I think he did brilliantly against Stourbridge, from what I heard from the hospital. But obviously the other day I think he did really well. And like I was saying, second half we dictated all the play.
Well, so hopefully we can see some of that, but also Fylde fans that are watching in, you'll be wanting to see your side carry on from Tuesday night. And Fylde are going to kick us off here. They're shooting towards the Fylde end, Gateshead towards the River Tyne, and we are very close to getting underway under the first home game of the Rob Elliot era here, which we've dubbed on the podcast as the Process 2.0.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've obviously I spoke to Mike a couple of times, and he's mentioned that we're in safe hands, which I think we all know. I think it's just a continuation of the process, like you say.
Well, we've got Nick Horton stand over the ball, gets us underway, and not a bad crowd here at the moment as the roar went up straight away, and now we're seeing Whitehead gets the ball out to the left-hand side. Good pressure from Gateshead to pass the ball up, or a cheeky ball over the top towards Josh Kay, who gets past his man, gets past another one, couldn't control it that well, lays it off, and in comes the shot. And well, a little bit of trickery there from, well, I tell you what, we've got completely the wrong shirt numbers here, because number 25 took that shot and he's supposed to be in goal. Or was it 23 there? 23, it was Whitehead, sorry. Yeah. Josh Kay, it was a nice little run that with to try and beat the offside trap.
Yeah, played against him a couple of times when he was at Barrow, and yeah, a bit of a tricky customer he is.
It's a building from the back. Regan Booty plays it back to Story, over to Richardson. And Archie Mayer, who was described as a potential England number one on Tuesday night, which I'm sure he'll be happy with.
Listen, I can't sing his praises highly enough. Yeah. I think it's one of the hardest positions to play on the pitch, to be honest.
Oh, especially with the Gateshead style now, yeah. I mean, I say the ball's back at his feet now as he lays it out to Grayson. But the proud Scotsman, I don't think he'd want to be England's number one. As the ball comes across to Hannant, or doesn't it go straight through the middle to Wern? Can he get there? And Theo Richardson was at the edge of his area to pick that up, and nice vision to pick out the run of Wern. 2 minutes gone, still 0-0. Both sides feeling each other out. Well, long kick from Richardson towards the right-hand side. Ball goes out of play for a Fylde throw. Say Nick Horton, he's a dangerous player. He always seems to pop up against Gateshead at the moment, but the ball does trickle out of play for another throw to Fylde. And well, there's that man Horton there, dispossessed, and Gateshead can try and break. Booty plays the ball up to Denanga, who lovely first touch to control it. Gives it to Richardson. Out to Lofthouse, who is up against a couple of shirts, but plays it back to Richardson, and Gateshead can just calmly start to build again from the back. Nice vision from Booty to pick out Grayson. Ball through to Denanga, just beaten to the ball. The ball, well, cleared up the pitch by Gateshead, kept in, brought down by Kabemi. And now Fylde can try and break through the centre. Feels for offside there, but didn't see it. Horton turns in the middle, lays it off. Whitehead. Back to Horton. Trying to pass it around Gateshead. Disrupt, but it falls back to a navy shirt. Looks more like a Barcelona shirt from the front, doesn't it? But they're driving forward now. And, foul given away on the edge of the box. It was Barrett that was steaming through there. The referee, sensible there, keeping the cards in the pocket. So Tuesday night was a little bit of a strange one. The referee was just dishing them out willy-nilly, wasn't he, after he made one?
That was, I said the same thing from the stand. I said, after about 50 minutes after you give the first one, I said, he's just going to give a yellow for every foul now. But I think we need to be careful of sitting in that shape. We're obviously trying to press there, but we need to be careful of leaving the three lads at the back exposed.
Well, it's a free kick here, very dangerous position. Right-hand side of the D. 4-man wall. I think Horton's the one that's standing over it. Steps up, curls it round and straight into the back of the net. What a finish that was. There was no stopping that, and Fylde have took the lead here. And Horton, that man who we mentioned before, is the one that put the ball in the back of the net. And, well, you couldn't hit a free kick any better, could you?
No, I don't think we can blame Archie for that one. He's still England's potential number one. But no, it's like I've just said there. Obviously, they came in from the wide position, and as they came inside, they've bypassed 2 or 3 lads. And I think we'll have to get a little bit sharper with that.
Yeah. Well, Nick Horton, we know what he's all about, and whether it's in play or a set piece, he's deadly. And you'll not see a better free kick this season, I'm telling you, from that one. But Gateshead still have 85 minutes to get something out of this game. Ollie plays the ball forward looking for Lofthouse. Lofthouse drives with the ball, gets past his man, cuts in with it, lays it off. Whelan gets it back. Oh, and Denanga. Oh, can he get through? Oh, nearly got it to Hannon, but too close to the keeper and defenders. Nearly a quick reply there, Robbie.
Yeah, good player. Like I say, Lofty's athletic down there. I think we need to get the ball to him as fast as we can, to be honest.
Well, blocks the pass there, and Gateshead get the ball now. Ollie just dispossessed. Well played from Whitehead to get his body in front of the man. But the ball goes out to play for a Gateshead throw. So 2 very dangerous midfielders in Whitehead and Horton, both all over the defence like a rash on when you get the ball.
Yeah, I think they're both quite attacker-minded. It's obviously something we've looked at.
Lofthouse puts it out to Ollie on the right-hand side, just dispossessed though from Conway. But the ball falls to Whelan, who's going for the Luka Modric haircut at the moment.
Yeah, well, I hope he plays like that.
Hannon plays it back to Grayson. Grayson gets the ball back from Story, and Hannon on the halfway line can just pass it back. And across the defence it goes. The Story can try and pick out the teammate. It's the ball to Denanga. Nice touch from Whelan, but it just runs away from him. And Theo Richardson can big clearance. Grayson wins the header. And at the moment, Fylde just picking up the second ball. As I say, that one did win it back, but just ran away from him. A little bit scrappy at the moment, but Gates are trying to keep the possession. Ball out to Lofthouse. Good vision from Booty. And the touch from Lofthouse. Oh, free kick given there on the far side. Lofthouse was striding away.
Yeah, 1 each, we'll say.
Yeah.
We'll get away with that.
He's deceivingly agile for his height, Lofthouse. He doesn't seem to go over, does he?
No, he honestly is. He's like a train. Obviously, when we played Oxford away, that was the first time we watched him, and he's, like I say, he can't half travel.
Free kick's going to come in from the far side. Booty puts it in. Louis Story's up there. Theo Richardson just comes up and plucks it out the air. Ball thrown over to the far side. Skater try and close down. Oof. Ball across the defence there. Comes all the way over to Barrett. Barrett plays the ball through the centre, and it just wouldn't set up for Luke Charman. But the ball comes out back into the centre. Louis Story tries to put it down, and it's come straight in. Let's give a handball. Does he give the penalty? He's given a penalty for handball, it looks like. Seemed to be that Louis Story collapsed onto the ball there after a slip, and it's a harsh one. I'm not saying that just to get a commentator, but yeah. There wasn't many appeals in the Fylde side for that, but Gateshead are going to be up against Horton again here. Another set piece, but this time from the penalty spot.
Be interesting because Arch does do his homework.
Well, Archie Mayer cuts a giant figure in the goal, closes it down. As Horton takes his steps back. As Magnay and Elliot speak to the fourth official, but the penalty is about to be taken as Horton steps up. It's it. Oh, and he's put it into the top corner there. It looked like Archie Mayer was going to get a hand to it, but Horton doubles the lead on 10 minutes, and it's Gateshead 0, AFC Fylde 2. And it's, you've got to say well done to them. They took the chances when they got them, but it's not really, I'd say they haven't been on top at the moment. But
no, I think it's one of those. I think at the start of the game, I think they've obviously just played forward quite early from the keeper, and it's caused us a bit of problems, to be honest, out wide.
Yeah. Well, Gateshead have it all to do, but 80 minutes left to try and get something out of this game. They come from 2-0 down on Tuesday. Have they got it in them again? Certainly have, if they can play like they did on Tuesday in the second half. But they just need to find that extra gear and be more clinical in the final third. Well, Story gives it to Booty. Back to Story. Whelan. Story again. Booty dropping deep to help out as the ball comes over to Grayson. Now Story can pick out Booty, who again back to Grayson at the moment. Gets it keeping the ball. Grayson can now look to try and keep the ball moving as he does his Story. Plays it over the top looking for the run of Lofthouse. Can Greg pick up the second ball in midfield? Got a touch to it, but it's been taken away. And a good tackle from Story to interrupt, but Horton pings the ball over to the far side. Headed clear. And it's just went a little bit scrappy for Gateshead, but Fylde, they're getting the second ball as the ball comes over now and a shot off. Oh, it just fell to Josh Kay. Didn't really get the contact he wanted, and Archie Mayer will be grateful for that because he had all the time in the world to take that shot.
Yeah, they seem to be picking up a few second balls, and I think the crosses have caused us a lot of bother. That came from quite deep. I think with our narrow centre halves, they seem to be going on the outside.
Also, the front three there, they seem to make late runs as well, don't they? They're expecting that dipping ball. As Denanga takes a touch deep to get it to Booty. Booty, if he looks up, plays it through. Denanga just asking a little bit too much of him, but he's chasing it down. And now, can he force the play? It went up the line. Ollie picks it up, though. Ball. It's just Gator just caught there a little bit, but the ball ricochets all the way up the pitch to Archie Mayer. Whelan can give it to Story. I think that second goal's just shook us a little bit.
Yeah, I think we're quite calm at the back, and then I think trying to get through the second line of Fylde's tough. That's a little bit forced.
They picked up the second one there, and now they're driving forward with the ball. It is Utabasi who's twisting and turning. The loose ball drops, and a shot off there past the post from Connor Barrett. And as I say, much like the second half for us down at Rochdale, the second ball's just setting up for them at the moment in the right place at the right time.
They're winning an awful lot, and I think we're a bit exposed when they are picking it up.
Well, Fylde, they're enjoying themselves at the moment. 13 minutes gone. Gateshead 0, AFC Fylde 2. Story can just play it to Grayson. Grayson back to Archie Mayer. As Story turns, can see the run, but one of Werner's wasn't picked out. Goes to a teammate inside. Booty gives it to Grayson. Gateshead controlling the ball at the back, but looking for runners, looking for that gap to appear for the ball to come forward at the moment.
We're making some good runs, but I think the Fylde do want us to play more direct.
See that. Oh, and Wern is battling there.
Just
Didn't get
skipping
through. Yeah. I've been very regimented. The midfield isn't giving any gaps, is it? It's not following anybody at the moment. It's the ball forward on the far side as Josh Kay wins the throw in. We just need a moment of magic from somebody to spark Gateshead into life and find the gaps. As on the far side, ball goes out for a corner. As Luke Charman, who I believe is a local lad, isn't he?
Yeah, I think a couple of lads played with him.
I think Dan Ward played with him, didn't he?
He's, to be honest, I think we've looked at him a couple of times in previous years. And I know at Darlow he had a quite successful spell.
Yeah, he got to move to the Football League, and then obviously he finds himself at Fylde now. But we'll wait for this corner to come in. And it comes towards the 6-yard box. Oh, it's headed away. Second ball picked up by Fylde though. Whitehead lays it off to Barrett.
Lucky.
Very lucky. It finds its way back to Whitehead. Located, showing good pressure, making the ball pass back, and the ball back to Richardson. Powerful punt all the way up towards Archie Mayer. And, Denanga nearly put the frighteners on him when he come running through.
Yeah, he looks quite small for a keeper, but he looks very agile. I think, obviously, something we've highlighted, but I think the quality of the crossing needs to be put on him quite well from the corners and stuff. So, something we can look to expose.
Well, Wern driving forward. Story picks out to Nanga. Oh, and the ball to Wern wasn't the greatest, and now they can build through and drive forward. Kay has the ball, puts it out to the left-hand side, and they're driving forward with it now. Fylde, and good tackle from Greg Ollie.
Not often I'll say that.
He's got one in his back pocket. He just doesn't use it often, should I say? But at the moment, Fylde, they'll be much the happier of the two sides at the moment. Definitely disrupted Gateshead's style and affected the composure in this opening 15-16 minutes, but Gateshead on the break now. Out to Hannon, left-hand side. Can he drive it down to the dead ball line? He can. Crosses it in. Hook clear by Fylde, and that's better from Gateshead.
Yeah, it's good that Hanno's obviously reliable with his left foot out wide there. It's just unfortunate everyone's at the back post.
Grayson plays it back to Story on the halfway line. Whelan turns, looks for a runner. Wasn't there, gives it to Grayson. Into the centre circle. Story again gets it camped out higher up the pitch. More positive signs for the Tynesiders. As Wern plays it back to Story.
This is
now is the ball over the top looking for Wern, and intercepted. And Gateshead trying to win the ball, and they do. Came off Udabasi. Story receives the ball in the halfway line. Whelan gets it out to Hannant. So Fylde manager urging his side to have a high line. Pushing out on the Gateshead midfield and attackers. Oh, a foul there. It was Wern is down on the ground. Gateshead have took the free kick quickly. Can they capitalise on this? Wern back up onto his feet. Oh, Lofthouse, can he put it back? Corner.
Well,
good proven run from Lofthouse.
Good defend in the end.
Well, Wern is back up. That one might have stung a little bit, but he's making his way into the box. Greg Ollie stands at the corner flag. It's taken short. Whelan pings it to Booty. Booty now puts the ball into the box. Oh, first man heads it away. Another throw on the far side.
Just not enough. It's a shame because we had a chance there to put it on them.
Now played back to Richardson. This man back, gives it to Grayson. Grayson looks to play the ball out to Hannant, as he does. He's got Wern on the inside. Can he conjure up some trickery himself? He can, puts a decent cross in. Nobody attacking it there. And the ball will, well, it's been kept in by Ollie on the far side.
It's good pressure though when we're higher like this and we're keeping them boxed in.
Well, Hannant receives it on the left, plays inside to Wern. Wern tries to give it the ball goes through to Hannant. Hannant now, can he pick out a teammate? He can, there's Whelan. Oh, he slipped as he went to kick it. And it goes towards the corner flag. And Gateshead just starting to find their feet in and around the area. And they've got the ball again as the ball to Denanga. Just too heavy. But yeah, this is better. This is what we want to see.
Yeah, much better. Like I say, when we're on the halfway line and we're keeping the ball a lot higher, it makes a big difference.
Well, 20 minutes gone. It's Gateshead 0, AFC Fylde 2. Horton with a double so far from a free kick and from the penalty spot. Gateshead starting to find their feet, but they've got a mountain to climb already.
Much like Tuesday.
Well, ball goes straight out of play from the goal kick to on the far side. Throw into Gateshead, quickly taken. As Grayson gets the ball under control, puts it to Hannant, who's dropped deep on the left. Plays it back inside. And just starting to see a bit more movement from the Fylde midfield. That opens up the gap, and there's the one for Fylde. Oh, put it through. Wern just way too heavy, but just as I was saying, the movement in midfield's happening, and we're finding the pockets there.
Yeah, we're getting into that number 10 zone. Wheelo's breaking through there and getting on the third man runs, and we seem to be finding a bit of space.
Well, Gateshead enjoying spells of possession now, and it's just starting to make Fylde. Well, I say that they want to try and close down a little bit more and stop us from using the ball, but that'll play in our favour.
Yeah, we just need to be efficient with it, especially in these areas when we're in front of the back four and when defenders have the ball. We need to be really efficient.
Grayson receives the ball, gives it to Story. Story looks up. Whelan's there. Back to Story. Now Grayson across to Booty. Ball over the top, looking for Wern. He's onside. Is the ball going to stay in play? He's going to get there. He is. Now he needs support in the box. He plays it through to Hannant. Good first touch. Can he pull it across? He gets a shot away. Keep that down and saves it well.
Much better though. That's what we've been looking for. I think Werney's made a couple of runs and that one's managed to stay in there.
Well, you can see the gaps appear when Gateshead do get into those channels. The movement's there, and the defenders don't know whether to stick or twist. They've got to follow somebody, and the spaces appear, but we just need someone running into them. Story wins the header. It's going to be headed back up towards Gateshead defence. As Luke Hannant, does he win the header? He did, but it goes out of play for a throw to Fylde. Well, I think a mouse has been at Barrett's socks there. There's lots of holes. As Hannant wins another header, out it goes for another throw.
Apparently helps for something. Not that I've came across that cure for anything.
Yeah. Psychological, that one, I think. As Barrett plays the ball forward, Utabasi offside.
Good line.
Yeah.
Interesting, that new rule about kicking the ball away. I don't know where it starts and stops. You know what I mean? It's how lenient is the referee going to be? But we're back underway. Story has the ball. Centre of the pitch. Booty dropping deep just to help out. Like you can see now, it looks as if we've got two separate teams playing. You know what I mean? We've got a back line and a forward line, but that's what we're trying to expose. We're trying to find them spaces.
Nice turn from Booty there, and Utabasi going to a good tackle to win the ball and disrupt Gateshead. And now they try and get the ball moving themselves. Fylde comes out to Barrett. Hannant intercepts. Good tackle. And now lovely ball over the top for Hannant. Just going to run away as it stayed. Oh, it does roll out. But that was nice vision there to see the run. Unfortunately, just a little bit too much on it. 24 minutes gone. If you're just joining us, it is Gateshead 0, AFC Fylde 2. Grayson wins the header. It's going to fall to Ollie. Ollie, nice bit of work to keep the ball moving. Hannant closed down but plays it back to Grayson. Grayson with a crossfield ball to Lofthouse, asking a little bit too much, and out it goes. The idea was right.
Yeah, I think we're trying to get the ball switched quite quick, and it was quite tight, but I think we need to recycle a little bit there, which I don't think the fans would enjoy when we go back to Archie, but that's kind of the reason we do it.
Yeah. It's like a reset button, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just start you right back up. Everyone can get into position.
There we go.
Oh, and Gator trying to force a mistake, because there goes. That's why it worked, and he's offside. Denanga, unfortunately, he was concentrating on the ball. They just took a step forward, but that's why you pressurise like that, force a mistake.
Yeah, it was good pressure. Once we got them one way like that, and we can get tight to them. The pitch looks quite wet and boggy, so it will be. It'll play its part.
Well, Utabasi, sorry, it isn't Utabasi. The ball goes out for a throw to. Well,
how on earth?
Well, Booty is he's in disbelief there as Charman appeared from our vantage point to head the ball out. But to throw in Barrett. He's going to dry the ball, and he's going to launch it into the penalty box as Story has to come back and clean up, keeps the ball in, clears the ball up the pitch only as far as Whitehead having to play it back, and Gated with good pressure. Wern wins the ball, and now Gated on the attack. He needs to put it at the far side. Lofthouse is running. Can he get there? He can. He needs to pull it back. Holds it up on the dead ball line, gets it to Ollie. Ollie inside the area. Now Booty lays it up to Wern. Wern, just got the ball stuck under his feet, and Fylde able to get it away, but the pressure starting to pay off a little bit for Gateshead in the final third, but it's need to get the ball to stick up for them. Horton will run into the far side there. Well, the ball wasn't played, but the ball's going to come out to Whitehead here on the right-hand side. It's got targets in the centre. It's a deep ball, and behind it goes. Goal kick to Gateshead.
No, it's there wide threat again. Obviously, they managed to get out the far side with Lofty being high and involved in the attack. It's tough to get back in.
Nice ball through. Handball, surely. The ball's with Denanga. Well, the referee had a fantastic vantage point for that. Wow. Well, throwing on the far side.
Yeah, be careful about what I say about that.
Yeah. Silence is golden.
Yeah.
Now, Fylde look to build again. Horton, his first touch wasn't the greatest, and Gator can now try and press that reset button, but the ball to Hannant, and out it goes, and frustration from the Tyne and Weir stand.
Yeah, it's a couple of loose passes from Boots. It's not like him. But I think, like I was saying, the pitch, well, we'll call it the pitch.
Yeah. There's a lot of rain being in the northeast in the past 24 hours, but Gator just need to find the groove. But at the moment, Fylde won't be complaining too much. There's Booty now, under pressure from Kay. And now Richardson. To Story. Story carries the ball forward. Denanga drops deep to get involved, lays it off to Grayson. Wern, the run wasn't seen, but it comes out to Hannon on the left-hand side. Wern holds the ball up well. And just too many players around him to make that pay off. And the ball forward from Horton into no man's land, all the way up to Archie Mayer, who can control and distribute to Booty. Booty looks at the crossfield ball. Falls to Fylde, who can try and build again.
Doing some nice stuff to be fair.
They are passing the ball around. the ball through there, and the offside flag will go up if he gets near it. Okay, it doesn't. Archimere does. I'm just talking about offside flags. What do you think of the rule that was given to us fantastically on Tuesday night with the late officiating?
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Too many goal kick offsides have been given, but you know.
It's nice one to give the drop ball to us, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, I suppose it's every.
There's a nice run here from Warren, left-hand side. He's got beat the offside trap. Oh, and he's just slipped. And, well, we're talking about the pitch being tacky and slippy. There was your prime example.
Yeah, like you say. Well, there you go. Lofty's went again as well.
Yeah. So there's a couple of divots there for the ground staff to get onto, but Utabasi is going to get to this ball on the right-hand side. He's looking up. He's waiting for men to get in there. Horton's deep. The ball comes over to Horton. He's going to go for well, he was lining himself up for an audacious one, but instead, Gateshead can come away with the ball now. Hannon gets it to Wern. And now Gateshead can get it to Whelan, who runs onto the ball. He's got Lofthouse on the right-hand side, who he uses. Kenton Richardson plays it back to Story. Booty. Across the defence to Grayson.
It's important we keep moving quick because, like I say, when it comes the second half, the guys up top for Fylde will be absolutely blown.
Well, Whelan looks to play the crossfield ball. Lovely vision. Got it out to Lofthouse. Story plays it through to Lofthouse. Nice. Can he get a delivery in? Oh, and it goes behind for a corner. That's better. Got the ball moving. Zolly goes across to take this one.
I'd like to see another man in the box there when he gets in behind. Someone to break into that box late.
Wern goes across. They take it short. Wern has the ball. He puts a cross in. Headed away by Utabasi. It's going to fall to Kent Richardson. Fylde managers urging his defence to push out. Booty. Not many target men, but there's Ollie ghosting in. Headed away to the edge of the area. And Fylde can now come away with the ball as Booty just intercepts. Gets the ball away from Kay. Booty now, if he looks up, the Hannon's on the left-hand side. He does manage to get it to Whelan. Now with Grayson. The possession rate for Gateshead is going up. They just need to use it to their advantage. The ball goes out to Lofthouse on the far side. Ball inside to Denanga. Denanga turns. Holds the ball up. Was he fouled? Referee says yes. Yeah. And this is a free kick about 30 yards out. Very central.
Grace is fancying himself, but he's yet to have a go.
Has he done it in training?
Not that I've seen, but as good a time as any.
I think Regan Booty fancies it here. He's the man that's placing it down. You know, Greg Ollie's none too shabby from this sort of distance, but it is very central though. What can Ollie or Booty conjure up here? Ollie steps back. Regan Booty, he got the curl, just didn't get it to dip.
I think you're being kind.
Well, I had a fantastic one-liner lined up if he did score. Still devastated them YouTubers ruined me Booty call one. Well, goal kick to Fylde. Theo Richardson. Great kick. Up there, Louis Story wins the header. Headed back up, and Hannant does well to intercept. He didn't intercept, and the ball's going to come through, but Grayson's there to cover and gets it back to Archimere, who has the ball at his feet. Well, Hannant in space here. There we go. Easy way to play yourself out. You need to get the ball moving a bit faster here. He's Fylde very high up the pitch.
Like I was saying, these areas we need to move it quick and try and get us 20, 30 yards higher without going long. Which if it was that easy, we'd just do it every time. But
Well, I say, obviously Gateshead's done the homework, so Fylde. It's it's a game of 3D chess out there, isn't it? At times. The ball judged to have went out. It's a throw to Fylde on the far side, just inside their own half. 34 minutes gone. It's still Gateshead 0, AFC Fylde 2. Horton with a free kick and a penalty. Fylde trying to build down the left-hand side, and the ball goes off Lofthouse for a throw-in on the far side. Kay receives the ball. Yeah, he's going to try and cross this one in. Quickly closed down now by Kenton Richardson towards the corner flag. Has to drive back down the line. It's good, keeping Fylde moving the ball backwards. And now all the way back to their goalkeeper, where they look to reset, but I think he's going to go along with this one. As he does now, pumps it right up towards the forward line. Booty gets in front. Now they get the ball moving. Denanga. Oh, just couldn't get his body in front to arc his run there. And Fylde on the far side. Kay in the middle, so Zutabasi. Horton lurking 10 yards behind them, waiting for a cross in. Now the ball goes down the line, left-hand side. Can they get the cross into the box as Lofthouse does very well to dispossess his man? And now Whelan quickly closed down though. And Gateshead having to move the ball quickly. Grayson plays it ball forward to Booty. Booty just couldn't get himself back up, but Horton's down in a heap at the moment. Looks in some distress. But the ball is still being played. And now it's been put out as Horton is writhing around in agony.
It looks like he's in pain, to be fair.
I say, if there was a collision there, it was, they were both going for the ball. Hopefully, it's nothing too bad.
Won the ball, didn't he? I think he managed to tackle Boots, and I think he might have just fell on them.
Well, at the moment, we can go through, while there's a break in play, we can go through some current scores in the National League. And I'll go down. Apparently, Rochdale are winning 1-0 away to Hartlepool at the moment. Let's get them up here. There is a few goals. Southend are winning 1-0 away to Boreham Wood. Dorking are winning 1-0 at home to Aldershot. It's 0-0 between Ebbsfleet and Dagenham Redbridge. Gateshead 0, Fylde 2, of course, here. And Rochdale are winning 2-0 away at Hartlepool. We also have Chesterfield are losing, drawing 1-1 with Kidderminster. It's Maidenhead 2, Eastleigh 0, Altenham 2, Oldham 1. That's at Oldham, that one. Oxford 0, Barnet 2, and Solihull Moors is 0-0, as is Woking and Bromley. Didn't see the York score there. I was looking through for it. I don't know if I can see. Oh, it's a late kick-off, that one, isn't it?
I think it's so tiny, isn't it?
Well, we're back underway. Horton. He's moving, but a little bit gingerly. There's ball over the top. Story wins the header, nods it down, gets in control of it himself. Gateshead with a slight man advantage at the moment. Can they make it pay? As Lofthouse is on the overlap on the right-hand side. Gets the ball. Inside to Whelan. Whelan looks up to Ollie. Oh, and defender read it well, but
one pass too many, unfortunately.
Horton is back on the pitch. Charman plays it back.
These are good areas to win the ball back here.
Booty brought it down, just couldn't control it. And the ball now is Utabasi. Can he keep the ball in? He can. Oh, sorry, he doesn't. It's Horton. Finds himself on the right-hand side. Utabasi's on the inside of him. Plays a crossfield ball. Not the best one. Finds it straight to Lofthouse. And now Gateshead can try and get the ball moving forward. Richardson receives the ball. Back to Archie Mayer. Grayson's in space. And the ball just spun away from him. And now Utabasi can try and put the ball into the box. Comes off Grayson out for a throw. And, uncharacteristic pass there from Archie Mayer.
Yeah, it's a mixture. I think the guys receiving the ball and anticipating where it's going to be. And I think the quality of the passing also hasn't been great.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a frustrating opening 40 minutes or so.
Throw come in, nodded on by Charman. But Mayer's there just to roll it out now to Richardson. Ollie turns, lays it off to Whelan. This is better. Wern. He's quickly closed down there by Kubeni. Hannant plays the first time ball inside. Booty stayed onside. Ollie plays it across to the far side to Lofthouse, and it just skims off his shin and out.
Sums up the first half, really, I think.
Yeah.
Very similar to Rochdale. I think there's been times and promising moments in the game, but I just think we've looked a little bit sloppy, and I think we've obviously been undone by the penalty and the free kick.
Well, I'm going to pass it around the back as Theo Richardson in goal for Fylde plays it across to Barrett. Barrett pings a ball forward looking for Utabasi. Grayson wins the header, and ball was it kept in? It wasn't. It's a Gateshead throw just in front of the dugout. And we've got into the 40th minute now. If you are joining us, the scoreline is Gateshead 0, AFC Fylde 2. Nick Horton with a brace. And it's been a in and out performance from Gateshead so far. We've seen moments, and then we've seen moments like that where the ball hasn't reached its intended target, but the ball across to the far side is going to be a little bit too much on that for Charman. So it's a dangerous ball, actually. He had got it on target.
So it's like now when they're out of position, this is where we've got to try and take advantage.
Well, Kent Richardson drives forward with the ball.
Now we've
Lofthouse now
50 yards, so we need to keep it in here.
Whelan. Nice bit of footwork from Whelan. Dances past his man. He's got Wern and Denanga in the middle. Denanga, can he get the shot off? Oh, it just always rolls off his foot. Well, he's entitled to take the shot, but in hindsight, you'd always see as the one more pass on, but then you've got the crowd behind us that complain there's too many. So you cannot win.
Yeah, I think he's done the right thing. I think he's just got to have it with a bit more conviction.
Yeah.
He's a little bit off balance, I think, but no, much more promising. Obviously, Velo with a bit of magic in the middle.
Of course, Whelan's first game back in a while. Story, the ball forward. Can Ollie get that one now? Story picks up the loose ball. Plays it forward to Ollie. Ollie has Lofthouse on the right-hand side if he needs to use him, but he carries the ball forward himself. Lofthouse now makes the run. Out it comes to Lofthouse. His first touch gets past his man. Can he keep it in and pull it back? Oh, Hannant shot off into the side net. And, Lofthouse did so well there. The shot parried through, falls to Hannant, and he just couldn't get it on target.
I think everyone at home will be confused. It looked like handball, but obviously it wasn't because no one said anything. But from our angle, I thought the centre half had just stuck his hand out.
Wow.
But no, I think we definitely need to get Lofty on the ball, run it as man.
Well, there's still a lot of football to be played here. There's full second half to be played, and Gateshead will have to do what they did on Tuesday night and turn it on in the second half, and just hopefully that composure and clinical passing comes back to Gateshead.
Yeah, there's promise. You know, it's not been all doom and gloom. There has been promise, and there's times where, like here, when he's finding space.
As Wern, can he open up? As the ball poked out there from Fylde. Wern looks to get the ball back into play, which he does. Booty back to Wern. Wern plays it down the line to Grayson, who can carry the ball forward a few yards. Hannant, Wern, a nice touch inside. Ollie holds the ball and pokes it through to Wern. Wern, can he get past this next man? Takes it inside. Well, that was played back by his own defender there, and the keeper didn't know whether to touch it, but he let it go wide.
Wern's touch was fractionally heavy there, otherwise he could have got a quick shot off.
The goal here would be just what the doctor ordered for Gateshead as the corner is taken short. Whelan pumps it over to Hannant, who brings it down. Richardson goes for a shot himself, and it stunned the hands of the goalkeeper, and Wern just didn't have a telescopic leg to put it back in, but it falls to Whelan, and Gateshead now on the attack again. Wern tries to play it back through to Whelan, and it's been anywhere will do for Fylde. And Gateshead now have come to life.
This is it. It's took a bit of a rocket in 45 minutes or so, but yeah, we've looked the last 5 minutes or so, we've looked real good.
Well, Richardson, who got a goal on Tuesday night, fancied his chances there before, and he wasn't too far away. As Hannant now plays it inside to Richardson, the furthest man back. Everyone camped out inside the Fylde half. He's going to go for another shot. It's a Someone have a word at half time, will they?
I mean, my mind was saying no on that second one, I'll be honest. But
yeah, I think you could see he got excited on that one, couldn't you?
well, his confidence is up.
I feel Richardson's down there.
Yeah,
well.
I don't know whether that's tactical or not, but
yeah,
I
didn't see anything to where he's stretched to cause anything or any challenge on him.
We'll find out off this kick, won't we, if he's putting it on.
Well, I don't know if they've got another goalkeeper on the bench, but we'll see how it pans out for them. Well, let's see how he is for his goal kick for Richardson. Well, nothing wrong with him, is there?
Wow.
As the ball goes all the way up there, nodded on by Charman, booted away by Grayson. Denanga, he did well to try and hold that up there. As Hannon tries to poke a ball through to Grayson, gets there. Horton was trying to chase it down, and now Gateshead moving the ball a bit quicker. Well, the whole had to, and unfortunately, Ollie dispossessed. Utabasi on the far side. He's got Charman running in front of him down the line. It's the left-hand side of the box. 3 minutes added on here as Ollie wins the ball back. Gets it to Whelan. Whelan couldn't dance around the other man, and now they're on the attack Fylde. Can they? Oh, well, goes behind for a corner off Richardson. And just as Gateshead found a bit of pressure there and a bit of form, Fylde just as quick themselves.
Well, going down, the keeper going down's done the job, hasn't it? It's a bit of a pressure reliever.
Took the sting out of it somewhat, didn't it? Well, 1 minute into the added, 3 minutes added on here in the first half, and Robbie, it's been a game where we haven't really got into gear. We've flattered to deceive at times, and when we have started going, we look dangerous, but
there will be a minimum of 3 minutes additional time.
There's 3 minutes being confirmed there. In comes the corner. Not a very good one. Cleared, but the clearance wasn't good either. And now Fylde, edge of the box. Kay tries to get a shot off. Whelan clears it only as far as a Fylde player. Still not cleared. Fylde still trying to extend their lead here in the dying moments of the first half. As a shot comes in from Kay, and Archie Mayer gets down to his right-hand side. But yeah, we've flattered to deceive so far, but a ball over the top for Denanga will go all the way through to Richardson.
It's unlucky, that one. I think he's had to keep himself inside, and I think Archie's just boomed it about 90 yards. So,
good footwork there from the Fylde wing back, and now they try and pass it around, and I think half time is going to come at the right time for Gateshead, I think. But, oh, lovely touch. Oh, and he stays on his feet, Whelan. He's got Hannon on the left-hand side, who he uses. Now we need shirts in the box. Takes it down to the dead ball line. Has he took it too far? And there's a push. The referee says no. And, well, without being too critical, there was a touch of the theatrics there, wasn't there?
I think I've... I don't want to comment on that either.
I think you got a career in politics.
Yes, sir. No, sir.
Well, thank God there's not a wet paper bag for Luke Hannon around here. I think he'd struggle. As Richardson lays the ball back to Story, Whelan, Grayson. Back to Story. Story now needs a runner, needs an outlet. Grayson shows here on the left-hand side. Plays it forward. Wern holds the ball up. He needs to keep it going, as he does. Back to Grayson. Well, now Story can bring it forward. If he looks up on the far side there, now is being picked out as Lofthouse from Whelan. Now Richardson. Whelan has the ball. Lots of movement. Hannon drifts inside, goes for a curling shot, and the keeper, wow, he has a full stretch to get to that one. And,
He looked all right there, I think.
yeah, he certainly did, didn't he?
No, it's doing well to hold on to it, to be fair.
It's a good save. There is the half-time whistle. Gateshead, they'll want to come out and fire on all cylinders in the second half. Thank you to Robbie for joining us here in the first half. It hasn't been horrific, but it hasn't been great.
No, to be honest, I think it's exactly like Rochdale. We've had moments, but I just think we need to tighten up a little bit and make sure that we leave Fylde no chances and keep locking up the second ball.
Yeah, as I say, we're going to go and have our toilet stop and a cup of tea, warm up and come out ready for the second half. Thank you very much for joining us, everybody, on the YouTube stream and on our the National League TV streaming service. So when we come back, we'll be when the teams come out. So thank you for joining us. And what it is, we're going to go radio silent here. We haven't got anything lined up to play out at half time. Oh, I have. I'm telling lies. Here's a highlight from the show from the other month. And we'll be back in a minute.
A very big show. And we have another, 1 second. Where is it? We have another Heed Army podcast polo t-shirt to give away as well. So we'll be doing that on that show. So everyone involved for that. Right. I'd be amiss if I didn't bring our guest in straight away. I haven't seen him since Wembley. Lovely lad, lovely family as well. Hello, Luke. How are you doing?
Not too bad. Costco for Chadwick, anyone?
Yeah.
Well, you can have him, but no, I'm not going to say that.
Yeah.
Before we go any further, lads, I was talking about the podcast yesterday and at the match, and I was talking to a load of Gateshead fans. And Luke, do you realise how many people realise how good you are at the Gateshead? And amongst the Gateshead fans that give you nothing but compliments yesterday.
Honestly, I'm not even joking. It must be a Gateshead thing because, just your fan base in general. When I went down to Wembley, obviously I met you, Dave, and I think I met one of the directors there. And
Tony Carter,
it's just up north. It's just northern, isn't it? Just very friendly people, to be honest, especially from your parts. It was really good. But also, I think we bumped into Owen Bailey's parents down there.
Yeah, they're lovely.
Family, and they, were very, very nice people.
Look, so. you also like us because we're very nice and we never beat you. It's very nice of us. We just turn up and go on. We're not going to beat you. We're not even score goals past you now. So,
Yeah. And again, I think it's a better, maybe you'll disagree, but it's a better point for you on Monday than it is for us. I don't know. Us being at home, you probably expect us to win. Oh no, you don't have to do this, do you?
Hang on, Davey, I've got my pillows for the highlights. I'll just
Well, just look. And of course, there's the Shea in all its glory, and obviously, I pressed something.
There it is in all its glory.
That was all the highlights that we had. I didn't download it properly. But
it's a serious question. That one that we had at your place in, I think it was early March. Yeah. Or the one on Saturday, which was actually worse.
The one in March.
Yeah, probably that one still. But it wasn't a pretty watch on Saturday, was it? Not Saturday, Monday,
yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah. As obviously, I was unable to. I had the family. I wasn't able to listen in, so I was following it by Twitter updates. And then at half time, I thought, well, it's 0-0. Obviously, you just fear you're going to lose to a 1-0 at the Shea, like normal. But it was just the case, and then when the team went to man down, we have a little group chat on WhatsApp, and I was like, I'm not hopeful here, lads. I said a draw would be a miracle. But with less expletives. But I think for us to get a draw, I think considering going down to 10 men was a good result for us.
Yeah. I think if you went to 11 men, I think it could have gone on until about 9 o'clock at night, and none of it would have scored. It was just so. I don't know what it was. It just felt like we were never going to score. We're lacking something going forward. Of course, I think if Desaruwe was playing, we would have gone on to win. And even at half time, I was thinking we'll come out in the second half and we'll probably go and beat you when Gates are tired, because we know you're usually carrying on from last season better in the first half than the second. But it was just a proper naff game once again. You actually kept the ball very well, but I have to say, going forward, I think we defended well. But Dinanga and Chadwick didn't have a sniff. Don't get me wrong, I'd take them at Halifax any day, but you know what I mean.
I think for us, there was 6 changes as well, because we'll get into it later on when we cover the game on Saturday. The massacre. It wasn't a great game on Saturday, but for us to make that many changes and show a little bit of strength in depth was one of the positives that we can come away with, especially because we've hemorrhaged a few goals this season, even though we've started well. To keep a clean sheet with 10 men, I think was a massive shot in the arm to show that we can keep it tight at the back.
Yeah.
So,
what was your opinion of the referee, Luke?
I'm trying to think now, because I never like to blame the refs, to be honest. I always try to think, well, I think we had a call for a penalty, to be fair, but I know our fans were big. There were a lot of booing coming from our end. I don't know if any of you heard that.
It's one of the questions we've just had there. Luke, what's your thoughts on the boos at full time yesterday?
Pathetic, to be honest. There's something about our fan base is, for us to be supporting Halifax, I think says a lot, which I appreciate to everyone who does support Halifax. Same with you guys with Gates, and I think, anyone could support a Man United or Man City, but there's something just proper toxic about our fan base. We could have been top of the league yesterday, and then we draw 0-0 to you guys, and there'd be boos at full time.
Yeah,
I don't understand it.
The margins are so fine because, as you say, just 2 points, you could have been top of the league, and it's nothing really to boo about, really, is it?
No, it's not. It wasn't the fact that the players weren't trying. Yes, you might say we probably could have been a bit more positive going forward and been a bit more direct, but you were just very well organised. I think we have to give you credit. We're just lacking quality, and you can't boo players for lacking quality. It's not their fault to a certain extent, is it? And it's frustrating, but
have you been scoring many goals?
Yeah,
I think the sending off changed the game, because you weren't getting a kick until we had a man sent off.
Yeah. We weren't touching the ball, to be fair. It were a tough watch.
I don't think
I asked the linesman to throw another ball on for you so you could have a kick.
Yeah.
We had the post scores looking like as a linesman on our side where we were.
Mm-hmm.
And what a load of crap that bloke was. Jesus.
Yeah.
And the referee gave some very curious decisions both ways, I thought.
But hey, we had no arguments about the sending off. I mean, he could have actually went off in the first half incident. Never mind the second half. So
yeah,
we thought it was just a booking. It was a book. It was a second booking. I will admit that.
Mm-hmm.
But
the first booking could have been a sending off, Luke. The one in the first half.
Yeah, I think honestly though, I wouldn't say we were the better team. Even when we went down to 10 men. I don't think either of us looked like we're going to score. But I thought if it was a team that I'd say they would probably edged it for you guys, which is quite surprising because we're usually very good on home turf.
Yeah.
Just
a little sorry, Mickey. Mickey, I saw your face in the back of Freddie Armstrong's YouTube video. You looked a bit unhappy at I'm going to have to have a look for that.
It's probably best I don't say, because Poppy and Tabitha will be listening, but I'll not say what I said, but it was along the lines of you silly boy.
Yeah.
Were you a bit upset, Mickey?
Well, I'd seen the first incident and I thought he was lucky not to get sent off there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I thought myself, if the referees went and if the linesman or someone's gone in and say, I think he might have got that wrong. As soon as Hannon made the next mistake, he was always going to send them off.
Mm-hmm. The thing is, now it gives the likes of Tom Allen a chance to start. So it shows the strength and depth that we've got this season, a bit better than, obviously a lot better than last season. Got another one here. Obviously, there was a debut on Saturday. Joe Grayson had a fantastic game at the back. Looking forward to seeing more of him. Mickey, of course, you were there. How did the settle in at the back?
He done really well. I thought you done excellent. Like I say, for the first half, I think there was 3 shots in the whole game. Was it, Luke?
It was
3 or 4 shots.
I looked at Y-Scout yet.
Yeah, and we must have had about 85% possession in that first half.
Yeah, you were the. I'm going to admit you were the better team, and I think you were a better Gateshead side than the side we saw last season. I personally think, and like you mentioned, you had players out injured. I know, is it Whelan? Now he's out.
Yeah, Whelan's out for about 10 weeks. We're going to come into that later on, but of course, if I haven't seen on social media, he's got a stage 3 or a category 3, grade 3 tear in the thigh, which can take a while. So hopefully, you know, don't want to rush him back, but hopefully just get him back. That's the main thing.
Could you hear we're telling you where to shove your Yorkshire puddings?
Oh, we're doing it. I like that because the problem that we've got is because when sides bring less than 5, well, any stand, they're so far away from each other. It's from where everyone's chanting. It's very hard to give it back and forth, isn't it? Which is part of football and what we love. But for some reason, it was actually kind of working on Saturday. I know we were singing FA Trophy Champions. You'll never sing that. I don't know.
Yeah. Can I? While I've got you.
Well, you join us back here at Gateshead International Stadium, where the scoreline at half-time is Gateshead 0, AFC Fylde 2. Nick Horton with both goals of a stupendous, as I say it, free kick. And, well, a dubious penalty decision. Louis Story judged to have handled the ball, and Gateshead never really got back into the game in the first half. So hopefully we'll see a bit more from Gateshead in the second half when the teams come back out to play here for this National League game. Just to say a big thank you to everyone who has tuned in and listened to us on YouTube. And if you're watching on National League TV, we hope you're enjoying the stream so far. And if you're a Fylde fan, you certainly will be the happier of the viewing audience. And at the moment, Gateshead fans will be pondering and wondering if they can come out in the second half and make a fist of it here. They did do it on Tuesday night away to Rochdale, and I can go through the half-time scores in the National League at the moment. Some interesting ones around. And if I will start from the beginning, it is Bournemouth 0, Southend 1, Dorking 1, Aldershot 0. It's 0-0 between Ebbsfleet and Dagenham Redbridge. We know the score here. It's Hartlepool 1, Rochdale 3, Kidderminster 1, Chesterfield 1, Maidenhead 2, Eastleigh 0, Oldham 1, Altrincham 2. It's Oxford 0, Barnet 2, Solihull Moors 0, and it is Wheelstone 0, and Woking and Bromley is 0-0 as well. And a bit of local ones from the league below. Scarborough losing 1-0 away to Tamworth. South Shields are losing 1-0 away to South Shields. And let's have a look. And Blythe Spartans are drawing 0-0 away to Kings Lynn. And the derby game in the northeast is Darlington 0, Spennymoor United 1. So there we go. And we'll keep you abreast of those throughout the game as it goes on. But Gateshead, they'll be looking to get back out here. The subs are warming up out there. Will we see a change when the teams come out? Or will Gateshead come out firing on all cylinders? Or will Fylde extend their lead? Stay with us. We'll be bringing you all the action very, very soon here on the Heat Army podcast and National League TV. So once again, we do thank you for your support. And we hope you can join us for future games throughout the season as Fylde make their way back out onto the pitch, led by their goalkeeper Theo Richardson and followed by the captain Davis. They're out there onto the pitch, and we will see what the second half will bring momentarily. As I open a can there, it is of a soft drink beverage, not an alcoholic one. We have got some messages that have come in that we haven't been able to read out thus far. Sorry about that, everyone. But my lucky coat got its work cut out today, says Johnny Gray. Frustrating first half, but the bus still hasn't crossed the border, says Neil Robinson. He's out there between, I think it's I'll double tell you, between Lithuania and Belarus. So, and I've got filed, always the same. They're our bogey team of late, and plenty of action since I tuned in. Hopefully the second half can be better, says David Ray. And hello to the Waldens as well. Gordon Mann as well messaging in. Big thank you to everyone. Remember to subscribe if you're new to the Heat Army podcast, and join us on Thursday evening for our regular show at 8 p.m, where we'll be talking about this and previewing the FA Cup game away to Yeovil on Saturday. And also as well, in 2 weeks' time on Thursday, the 400 show live from the Schooner pub behind Gateshead Stadium. If you'd like to join us, everybody's welcome. Come down. We've got raffles, and as I say, the money from the raffle will be split between the Gateshead FC ladies team and the Gateshead FC Foundation. So fantastic causes. And if you can come down and lend some support, that would be absolutely amazing. We want to party with you. There'll even be cake. The lovely Jenny McCauley, who went viral earlier in the season for Gateshead when she made a Gateshead strip for a young Gateshead fan. A Gateshead strip cake, should I say. Even had all the Patrick logos and Gateshead Central Taxis sponsors on it. It looked fantastic, and we're excited to see what she's going to do for our 400th show. But Gateshead come out now to the roar of the Tyne Weir stand. What have they got in reply to Fylde in the first half? We'll see, as Greg Ollie is just having a little chat with the manager, Rob Elliot. Of course, his first home game as interim manager here at Gateshead Stadium. Now Marcus Denanga will be the last Gateshead player out with the referees onto the pitch. And we will be underway here very, very shortly for the second half. Gateshead will be shooting towards the Felon end and Fylde towards the River Tyne. Well, Robbie's back with us now, and we'll be hoping for more questions from our forwards in the second half, won't we, Robbie?
Yeah, I think so. I would say more the same, but I think for one of the short times of the season, I would say no. I think we do need to lift it.
Yeah.
But no, I think need a good start, good 5 or 10 minutes and get a goal early and start putting some pressure on.
Well, so words there of get the defender Robbie Tinkler, unfortunately injured at the moment, but the team's lost is our game here on the commentary, because we're underway now. And Kent Richardson, his first touch of the second half, plays back to his Story. And now they can try and build as they do. Story receives the ball back from Whelan. Northern Beast Media's put away the heat. There's the ball now with Grayson inside to Whelan. Back to Grayson and Story in turn. Ball through for Ollie to get onto. He nods it out to the wing, and Hannant does get there, puts a quick cross in and a throw in next to the corner on the far side.
Looks like there's been a bit of a tweak. I think Grace is pushing a little bit higher when we've got possession.
Just had that more bodies in midfield.
Yeah.
Well, Greg, his long throw.
Ish.
In it comes.
Well,
it bounces through, and
that one's not
bad.
It
hasn't been cleared. And a shot from Hannant there. Just skims off the laces and comes off a Fylde player for a throw on the far side. It's Greg wants more players in the box. In comes the delivery. So it's cleared by Fylde, but only as far as Archie Mayer, who's practically on the halfway line there. Richardson. Just waiting for players to get into shape here. Fylde happy to sit deep at the moment, although they've got a high back line at the moment. They say they're pushed out onto the Gateshead defence in possession as ball goes back to Archie Mayer, who's really leaning into his pink outfit with the pink boots.
Well, some can, some can't.
Now Gateshead bring the ball forward. Story, right-hand side of the pitch. He's got Lofthouse and acres of space. Who he uses. Can the delivery be good? Nice first touch. He's twisting the defender. Takes it down to the dead ball line, but the probing foot just clears it. He gets the ball back. Oh, takes it along the dead ball line. Can he get the cross in? He's still going. Pulls it back. Oh, now the shot off. Oh, one. It just still affecting the bodies. It's still going, though. And Story tries to take it down to cross it in. And Fylde see it out, but a lot better start.
Yeah, definitely. Like I was saying earlier in the first half, Lofty's could be the key to opening it up. I think he's got the left back's number.
Well, the thunderous shot from Wern from the edge of the area there just couldn't make its way through. Richardson, Theo, that is, takes the goal kick. Ball collected by Hannah on the far side. Now it's going to be switched over to the near side here where Richardson can play it back inside to Story. He's got space to carry the ball forward. Whelan back to Story. Grayson. Wern can, gets past his man, drives down the left-hand side. He's got Hannon on the inside. Can he still go with the ball? Oh, he's still going, Wern. Oh, just dispossessed, tried to take on one too many men. And the ball comes off Grayson for a throw on the far side.
Trying to make things happen, though, even though it's still a bit cagey.
Ball launched up the right-hand side of the pitch from the throw, but Story's there to mop up and pass it all the way back to Archie May. Richardson to Whelan. Whelan gets the ball back quickly. Can he play the ball over the top? Oh, that's handball, surely. Well, the referee has been alerted by the fourth official there. Definite handball, he's told them.
Just to let you know,
I think that's one of the first times I've seen that happen.
Yeah, wow.
Fourth officials were just for calming managers down.
Yeah. Well, he was straight on the microphone there. As Gateshead on the halfway line with Story. Ollie holds the ball up. Grayson. It's all Gateshead at the moment with the possession.
It's a good area to be in. Halfway line there in their half.
Richardson has got Lofthouse. Cuts inside it, just overhit it slightly, but he's still going. Wins the ball back, and Judson fouled. And the referee's always going to give the defender the benefit of the doubt when it's a tackle from behind.
So I think everyone on the pitch, I think Lofty should just face him up.
Ball over the top, and it's going to go right through. Archie Mayer sees it out. Gateshead playing out from the back. There's Booty, plays it across to Richardson here, right hand side. Story again in the middle, plays it out to Grayson. Hannon drops to collect, plays it inside to Booty. Booty under pressure from Kay. Does he foul? Referee says yes. Free kick quickly taken, and Ollie on the far side holds it up. Was he pulled again? Yes. Another free kick, and this one is right near the corner of the box on the far side, left-hand side of the pitch. Good opportunity to whip the ball in. Well, we know Greg can put a good cross into the box. Oh, and well, lovely bit of teamwork there as Kent Richard had to tie Archie Mayer's laces, kind of do it with the gloves on. But the big men are up. And what kind of delivery can we get? I think to put it in between the defenders and the keeper and challenge at it. And it comes. Oh, and it come through to Marcus. I don't think he was expecting it to come through as clean as it did.
I don't know. I think it looked like it was a bit worked on. He made the movement when he did a little bit of a fake. Good play.
Bassi Oh, well done from Kent Richardson, standing tall and plays it back to Archie Mayer. Great defending. Gateshead just calmly build up from the back as Regan Booty drops deep to cover Story's run, and Story now can bring the ball forward. He's got Lofthouse, but he plays it on the inside looking for the run of Greg Ollie, but the ball's going to spin out here for a throw in. Well, Lofthouse is it to Wern. Wern tries to beat his man and does, cuts in. Can he pull it back across? Good defending from Whitehouse and goes back out for another throw. He's got some tricks up his sleeve as Stephen Wern. Whelan. Lofthouse tries to get past his man and, well, don't know if he accidentally stood on the top of the foot there of
he did, but,
Conway.
Not giving him much sympathy.
No. Well, the linesman was right on top of it, if that had been noticed. He does look in some discomfort there. If the stud has went down on the top, one of them bones on the top of the foot, it's going to sting.
As I was saying, he's not a small lad. He's a big old, big old unit.
Yeah.
So. But no, just
he does.
Greg Short throw.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the warmest of days. It's not somewhere you want to be lying on the ground, is it? So there's not much benefit in doing it from this position. But if you are joining us, wait a minute, cup of tea and come back. It is still 2-0 to Fylde here at Gateshead Stadium. Or it is a Gateshead throw. And the captain, Greg Ollie, waits to throw this one in. As the Fylde player is off the pitch now. Fourth official can make sure that he's right away from the touchline. Greg now launches the ball into the box, headed away. It's going to bounce out to play for another throw. And Conway does seem in some discomfort.
He does look quite sore.
Yeah, he's waiting for that to wear off the sting. There's Gateshead on the halfway line, have the ball just inside the Fylde half, out to Ollie, right hand side. Now to Lofthouse. And, well, good defending from Charman there, back to help out when they're a man down. And Conway is back on.
Nice.
Seems all right. And Richardson gets the ball to Ollie. Ollie, can he get a delivery in? Oh, nice run from Whelan. Pulls it back. Another bit of trickery. Can he do it again? Oh, just too many times. But Lofthouse just rounded there. And Conway holds the ball up well. Strong defending.
Wrong foul.
And comes off Lofthouse's knee.
Just those moments we just haven't had that killer pass or conviction to have a shot. It's good areas without the actual chance.
Whelan not just tricking the defenders, he's tricking the commentator for the extra turn he put in there. But nice little ball there. Whelan with a nice turn. Tries to beat his man, wins another free kick here. And this one.
The left back's having a bit of trouble down here. He's given away quite a few fouls.
Well, free kick, similar position to where it was on the right hand side, maybe a little bit closer in. But Regan Booty stands over this one. Left footed delivery. It needs to be a better delivery than what we've seen so far this afternoon. Booty whips it in. It's a dangerous one. Oh, and headed back across and out for a corner. It's a lovely ball in that.
Yeah, great ball. It's been a real good 5 minutes again.
Well, if Gateshead can capitalise, the earlier the better. But at the moment, Fylde, they'll just be happy to hold tight at the moment. There's the ball taken short. Ollie gives it to Booty. Inside to Whelan. Whelan back out to Ollie. Nicely put in there towards the back post. Oh, it's come up in the air, cleared. And now anywhere will do by Fylde. And Gateshead can bring it down. Ollie's got 2 men round him. Oh, he sends them both the wrong way. Plays it across. Gateshead need to keep the tempo up. And now Hannant can try and build on the left-hand side. Cuts in. Was he fouled? Referee says yes. And surely, I mean, I don't like to see yellow cards coming out, but it's persistent fouling now. Well, 45 yards out, if not a little bit more. Left-hand side of the D.
Yeah, I think we have just got to keep putting it in there when we do get this this opportunity and get them second balls and start playing from there. Because it's we're looking dangerous when we pick it up.
Well, Whelan hovering round at the back here as it comes over towards Story. Story gets the header up and up in the air towards the goalkeeper, who just plucks it out the air. Well, it's gradually getting better. That's the type of balls we want to see into the box.
Sounds daft, but we might be better off letting them win it and then getting on the seconds. Because
yeah.
We're not very efficient with our first contact, put it that way.
Lofthouse, he sees Wern in front of him. All the ball just skims away from him on his first touch. And Conway battling with him. The ball over the top now for Denanga. And the defender clears it. Harris, Davis, sorry, manages to put it out. And what's happening here? Substitute, actually. Well, even Captain Davis is a little bit annoyed by that. We are going to see the first change, and it is going to be O'Kane coming on for number 22, Kumbeni, who's had a bit of a nightmare in this second half. And, well,
he made a few fouls first half when he think his man Mark Burney most of the game.
Yeah.
And I think he's kind of racked up his amount of fouls that he can.
Thought he was a basketball player with the amount of fouls he was trying to get. There's Lofthouse. He tried to just come off a Fylde foot. Kenton Richardson gets it to Ollie, back to Kenton. Plays it across to Booty, who's sitting deep. Grayson, Hannant out on the left-hand side, but it comes to Story in the centre circle.
So tight, we need to move it around the sides.
Well, Hannant is hugging the touchline on the far side.
Yeah,
nice pass out from Whelan to try and
find the centre.
Open up the spaces as Ollie finds space to run into. Oh, nice little flick to Lofthouse. Lofthouse gets it to Whelan. Booty back to Whelan. Gateshead just trying to turn a screw in the final third as the ball comes out to Hannant. Up against Barrett, takes it, gets a cross in, it's deep, and it's going to go behind, and it's a goal kick. Now we're going to see a substitution here for Gateshead, and Conor McBride is going to come on. And Whelan is the man to make way. Of course, just come back from injury. Played a solid first hour of the game.
Yeah, I think he's been very good, to be fair. Well, it's very difficult to come back in, especially the position he plays in there. But I think he's been up to speed, and I think he's done well, barring the first 5 minutes where we were very slow.
So I think just looking at that, I think Ollie's going to take a deeper role, and McBride will play just behind Denanga as the ball bounces all the way through to Archie Mayer. Richardson gets it to Lofthouse. So fresh pair of legs in McBride. We know he's got an engine on him. It's the type of player you want to bring off the bench. There's Ollie, plays it across to Grayson. Now Hannant.
Can't run past them.
Story. Can look to drive forward with the ball himself. Tries to play it through to Denanga. Too many shirts, but Gateshead tried to pick up the second ball. And, well, Booty judged to have fouled Horton there. Well, Theo Richardson comes up to take this, the goalkeeper.
Yeah, I think every set piece may take a good 2 minutes from now at the end of the game.
We have about 27 minutes remaining here in the second half as the ball goes through and out for a Gateshead throw. Ollie to Richardson, who finds space for himself to carry the ball forward, plays it down the line to Denanga. Nice touch to bring Lofthouse into play. And that was a push in the back, surely. Well, Conway. Well, the fourth official is talking to the referee there. You can see him touching his radio. Grayson. Hannant has the ball. Picks out Story in the centre. It's just 2 banks of 4 at the moment, isn't it, for Fylde? They'll try and break it down.
Yeah, I think they're going to make it really tough for us now.
Oh, and Kate disrupts the ball, but it falls back to Booty. Now Story can carry it forward. Tries to play the ball through. It's a lovely ball to McBride. Can he get the finish away? Oh, great save. Oh, and it just cooked away. Looked like it was going to go across the line, and it's a throw on the far side.
It's good play, though, there, Connor, on the back line.
Well, the ball was beautifully weighted by Story through to Conor McBride. And Story back on the ball. There's it to Denanga. Holds it up, turns, lays it off to Ollie. Nice stuff from Grayson there. Story, if he looks through. Oh, lovely stuff. Can Ollie lay it off? McBride gets it to Hannant. Hannant goes for a quick shot.
We've just got no conviction when we're getting there, you know, even there. Just take another touch, set yourself.
Yeah.
I think you'd rather the ball be blocked. You have to take your time than blazing it over, but it's easier said than done.
It is.
Said from a defender's eyes.
But you'd like to see make the defender work or the goalkeeper work rather than see it fly over the top. But he's not none too shy about having a pop and having some wonder goals. But you hope if he gets another one, it's on target. There's Conway and Lofthouse. Well, they've been having a battle all afternoon, and Lofthouse just had a little bit of grip of the shirt there.
That's the important thing now. Obviously, don't let them break when you've got them in and don't concede.
Well, Horton stands over it on the left-hand side. He's going to whip it into the box. Dangerous floating ball. Hasn't been dealt with by Gateshead though on the far side, and the captain tries to keep it in and poked it back there. Offside flag has went up. The Fylde manager hasn't seen it yet. He was still celebrating.
I think I'll have to watch that one again.
It's close, wasn't it?
I think we stopped a little bit as well.
Well, Gateshead, time ticks away. They have 25 minutes remaining here to get something out of the game as Grayson plays it forward to McBride. Booty on the halfway line. Put it up to Ollie. Ollie just dispossessed. Doesn't seem to stick for us at the moment, but Ollie does get it back. Lofthouse is in here because of space on this right-hand side. Still, Booty has the ball. Story plays the ball through. Nice turn from Wern, but he's got a couple of shirts around him. Nice ball over the top there. Story, can he poke it through? Oh, he just ghosted through, but just couldn't get the touch. And Theo Richardson was there just to gather the ball up.
Awful long goal kick, that one.
It certainly is. Well, Gateshead can mop up at the back as Archie Mayer gives it to Richardson. Ollie, nice bit of footwork. Right. Can he send Lofthouse away on the right-hand side? He can. He's got space to run into. Conway's come back, and he's fell over. And now, can he get the delivery in? Oh! He's going to get back and get the ball himself. Conway just gets in front of him. Well,
I think that's the fourth or fifth time now. Good.
Oh, nice stuff. Ollie picks up the loose ball. McBride gets it to Lofthouse. Booty.
So that's the fourth or fifth time now that Lofty's got there and put it across the front. I think we just need someone to gamble.
Word of a lovely little flick, but Grayson just couldn't get on the other end of it, and we judged to have fouled Barrett on the far side. And as there is another foul player down at the moment, seems to be in some discomfort. And there is another player. I don't know if is that Conway that's bent over there as well.
No, I think it's Charman.
Charman.
I think he's hurt himself.
Yeah. Well,
the signal to the bench was you can't continue.
Yeah, there's a substitution going to be made by Fylde, and it is going to be Agenza. Wait for this goal kick. Now he takes it. Grayson wins the header. Denanga brings it down well, brings McBride into play. He's got a lot on the right hand side. Denanga through the middle. He's got up, plays it out to Lofthouse. The ball wasn't the greatest, and that's a tackle off the ball. Well. Let's just say it's hard to choose the words sometimes. That was a dubious one.
Well, I think the pass hasn't helped him, but he's took his opportunity to leave one on him, I think. But
yeah, well,
I can't complain. I think I've done that a few times.
Yeah, the Lofthouse is down. It is a throw into Gateshead, but hopefully he can get up to continue. If not, there is a ready-made replacement, Jordan Hunter, on the bench if needed. He is still getting treatment at the moment. Lofthouse, a youngster on loan from Barnsley. And see if there's any more goals in the National League. It's Boreham Wood 1, Southend 1. It is Dorking 1, Aldershot 1. It's 0-0 at Ebbsfleet, Dagenham, Redbridge. We know the score here. It's saying 3-0 to Fylde on here, which is wrong. Obviously, that was off earlier on. It's Hartlepool 1, Rochdale 3. Chesterfield have took the lead at Kidderminster. It's 2-1 there now. Eastleigh have pulled a goal back. It's Maidenhead 2, Eastleigh 1. Rochdale Oldham are still losing 2-1 at home to Altrincham. Barnet winning 2-0 away to Oxford. Solihull Moors are winning 1-0 at home to Wealdstone, and Bromley are 1-0 up away to Woking. But Lofthouse is up on his feet off the pitch at the moment because he's took some treatment. But I do think we might be seeing Jordan Hunter coming on. Need some movement for the throw here as Denanga. Looks like the ball's going to Denanga as the ball comes off a player, and now quickly taken. Ollie puts a cross into the box. Wern was coming flying in. He just couldn't get it on target, and Werner's in trouble in the back of the net there. I don't know if there was a collision after the initial header. I hope he's all right. He's up onto his feet. There we go. And he came in at a million miles an hour. Just couldn't get it on target, but it's a lovely cross in.
Yeah, a good bit of quality out wide there. And quick thinking from Kenton. But it's, again, it's just nearly moments. We've had so many. We just need to take on within the next 5 or 10 and make it quite uncomfortable for Fylde.
Ball up over the top, and Hannant can see it out. Gateshead want to get this goal kick taken quickly, taken short to Story. About 17 minutes remain. Still 2-0 to Fylde. Horton double. As Dinanga lays it off to Story. Ball on the far side to Hannant. Gateshead can build around the back. Story looks for the run of one.
Not to do that. I was just going to say it's important to stay calm and don't force the ball forward, and then didn't get time to get it out of my mouth.
Yeah. Now the Fylde goalkeeper happy just to wind down the clock as much as he can at times. Rolls the ball out. Now Fylde on the attack on the far side. Nice bit of footwork from Barrett. Barrett's still going. Plays the ball through, and now Ledrenza is on side. Can he get the shot off? Good covering tackle from Kent Richardson. It's a corner, and is he down injured already? That's all right. Well, it's a corner on the far side to Fylde.
Defending there is no good, nowhere near good enough. We're starting to shape, ready for the long ball from the keeper, and I think we've been skipped past about 4 or 5 times.
Yeah. Wow. Having a look there to see this Elliot Lee scoring a goal for Wrexham there. I was trying to see if Macaulay Langstaff had scored.
Still plenty of time.
In comes the delivery for Fylde. It's a deceiving one. It seemed to curl inwards there. Whitehead, sorry. This ball down the line, comes off against a player and a throw. There's Conway. Just takes his time. Chadwick and Rutledge warming up down on the touchline. Might we see a bit of firepower added to try and find someone to aim for in the box as Dinanga holds it up. Nice touch there from Ollie out to Lofthouse. Dinanga's busting a gut to get in the centre. The delivery has to be good. There's a deflection, and it's going to be cleared by Fylde. Oh, just the final ball, and a ball over the top, and Legadenza is chasing this one down. He's going to get to it left-hand side near the corner flag. Gets it under control, cuts inside past Story. Story tries not to bring him down, and the save. Oh, well, Archie Mayer does enough to get himself in front of it. Got a clatter on the head for his troubles. And now he's going to check on Archie Mayer. Archie Mayer not happy that the game was pulled back. 15 minutes remain here. Well, the referee...
I honestly don't understand what happens in some of these situations. I really don't.
Well, we are going to have a substitution here at the moment. Now it's going to happen. So Luke Hannon goes off on the far side. Hunter goes across like for like. He's going to play on the left wing back.
Yeah, I don't think we can take Lofty off at the moment. I think he's got, like I say, the number is just
Gateshead.
In a bit of quality.
The pitch, number 9, Marcus Dinanga. Sorry, that was what was on the board.
It wasn't. It was 19, Ken.
Certainly on the pitch, number 15, Jordan.
It happens to all of us. Well, Kent Richardson plays it inside to Louis Story. Ball over the top, looking for Hunter. Can pick up the loose ball from the header. Plays inside to Ollie. Ollie out to Grayson. It's all on the left-hand side of the pitch at the moment. Grayson gets the ball back. Booty. His ball gets to Ollie. It looked like it was going to be just a little bit under hit, but Ollie gets it under control. Lots of white shirts up and in around the area. Story. If he looks up, there's Booty. Booty again out to Lofthouse. Pulls it back across, and unlucky. The clearance just deflects off the shins of Lofthouse.
Someone needs to get across the front. I mean, if you mark this, that's the 5th or 6th time it's got there. And if it's not reaching in the centre of the goal, you've got to get across them. Or if you're not talking to them, tell someone else to. I know playing fullback, sometimes hitting that first man, it looks so simple to not do, but it's if you've got a runner, it might distract him, it might deflect off him. There's all sorts of things that can happen. At the minute, we're just playing it into them. And they're defending well, I will admit that. They are defending very well.
Well, making life difficult for Gateshead at the moment. They've had an answer to every question that we've posed to them so far. And if they can put in performances like this to add to their midweek 3 points, they'll sharp climb the National League table.
Yeah, I just spoke to Ben Clark half time, and I think it looks like they're in a bit of a false position. I think they've got more than enough quality to compete in the league. I think it's just a bit of a sticky start.
Well, Kent Richardson gives it to Lofthouse, turns his man. Denangas on the inside. Conway got back to mark it, but Kent Richardson on the underlap plays a ball in. It's a good one. Oh, and Wern just couldn't get there. It was a beautiful ball across the face of goal. It just needed someone sliding in. The slightest of touch would have carried it into the back of the net. But it's a goal kick.
It's just not, doesn't seem to be falling for us, I'll be honest.
Well, little time, but it's going to take someone to grab the game by the scruff of the neck and make it happen. For a Gateshead perspective, that is, as Conor McBride just wins the ball back. Lofthouse. He hasn't got an outlet there, but he's done well to get past. Was he fouled? No. Referee says play on. Conway brings it forward. Runs. Oh, my words. Well, Conway fumbles himself into Ollie, then goes down, wins a free kick. And they've got another free kick here from the left-hand touchline. Good opportunity to whip the ball in. Norton puts it in up towards the back of the and Gateshead managed to clear it. Wern lays it off to Booty. Booty tries to play first ball. It's blocked. Ollie lets it go. Well, he keeps it in, actually. Now Booty can ping a ball up, looking for the run of Lofthouse. Norton's back to... No, it has been cleared. Horton, sorry, not Norton. Well, throw into Gateshead. Is there a grandstand finish? All Gateshead not find the way through. Ollie, centre of the pitch, drives forward with the ball, still going. Gets it through to Lofthouse. Lofthouse pings it out to Richardson. Right hand side of the box. Can he get past his man? Conway does well to get in front. He just tries to get rid of the ball. Comes off the studs of Richardson. Stands still for a Fylde player to clear the ball as Story gets it under control. Booty takes a touch, carries the ball forward, gets it to Ollie. Ollie has Richardson, who he uses. Now we need a good delivery in. As Richardson looks, plays it off the first man, and it's going to bounce out for a throw
wide.
here.
He needs help there. I think Lofty's running the box, which may be the one, but...
Can put it in left-footed. It's wasn't the best one in with his left, but made the goalkeeper work.
I was just going to say, I think if we're going to get the ball wide and cross it, I think Aiden might be the...
Yeah, well, Phyllis Kirk is stripped and ready to go for Fylde as the ball bounces right through and out for a goal kick.
It must be windy out there.
Yeah.
It is an half carrying through, and I mean the first half Archie at the edge of the box.
We are having a bit of rain here as well as a light drizzle coming down. But Phyllis Kirk is going to come on. He replaces the goal scorer Horton. And Aidan Rutledge is going to get his chance here. Can he be the hero? scored some impressive goals in the Durham Cup against Dunstan, yet to score in National League.
Substitution for AFC Fylde. Leaving the pitch, number 10, Nick Horton.
Greg Ollie is going to be the man to make way here. Expect it might just be a little bit more direct now from Gateshead.
I think, we've had a couple who have not so much
substitution for Gateshead.
Greg individually, but
leaving the pitch, number 10, Greg Ollie, being replaced by number 16, Aidan Rutledge.
Well, now Gateshead with the ball at the back. Story can bring it forward. Pass to Kenton Richardson. Gateshead playing a 3-2-5 at the moment. Need to get the ball forward though. This is passed around the back. Story back to Grayson. Gets it under control.
It's important that we do it in phases.
Now the ball goes over the top and it's going to bounce. And I tell you what, he's going to get there. Oh, Stephen Wern just latched onto the ball, but Theo Richardson come out, made himself big. Behind it goes for a corner.
Yeah, good break. I think we're going to be fortunate. I think Jordan's done well and took his man the other way. And then it's bounced off there, lads, back.
Well, Hunter to shoot there, but lays it off to Richardson. Gateshead camped out inside the Fylde half at the moment. Now Wern, left-hand side of the box at the corner. Oh, ball inside, just not the best and cleared by Fylde, but throw into Gateshead just inside the Fylde half.
Yeah, I think we've had a few too many, just lacking a little bit of quality and lacking a little bit of conviction.
Story, he has options in front of him. He's got, pings it back to Booty. That wind is getting up as the ball comes across to Lofthouse, brings it, and he just slips as he tries to bring it down, and Conway can carry the ball forward as Lofthouse comes back and Gateshead. Good tackle from Booty, but it falls to a blue shirt, ball pinged across the far side, way too much on it, and Archie May can get it under control and try and get it back up the pitch. 5 minutes remain here, just over, for Gateshead to try and salvage something from this game, plus stoppages. I would hazard a guess is going to be at least 3 minutes with the substitutions, as Rutledge just couldn't hold the ball up there. But Grayson can get it back to Mayer. Find Story. Not much movement.
There's a big gap there.
Well, now they can try and break on the far side, and they have, driving forward with the ball. It's very easy, shot into the hands of men behind, and Barrett just had all the room in the world to run into. Gateshead committing a lot of men forward at the moment, and that's always the danger.
I think we have to, obviously. I think we've got to go and try and...
nothing ventured, nothing gained, is there?
Exactly. But I think you've either got to do it one way or the other. I think at the moment we are being a little bit overcautious, which...
Well, 4.5 minutes remain. Still 2-0 to AFC Fylde. Those first half goals from Horton proven to be the difference. As Phyllis Kirk just gets it out there. Conway finds himself on the far side. No, it isn't Conway, sorry. It's Whitehead. Ball pinged forward. Booty clears the ball.
Swirling.
Can it be picked up? The second ball there as Rutledge tries to battle for it, and it's just been put out by the captain there.
I think we see the game plan for the next 7 minutes or so.
Oh, Richardson, a little bit eager, wants the ball a bit further back. There's another ball there. Oh. Well, the referee's having quite a...
I think that's the first time Marcus is the thing he's tried to hit for it all day.
Yeah. Well, the referee, he's... Well,
it just sums the game up, really.
Yeah.
It's
frustrating afternoon. Hasn't really come off for Gateshead. We've had those fleeting spells of what we can do when we pass the ball, but today it just hasn't happened, has it?
And all this, again, it's just...
Yeah.
Because you can guarantee that the amount of time added on will not add up to.
No,
it's and it works in your favour when you're winning, and when you're losing, it's obviously you feel aggrieved. So I think we've got to find a little bit of a happy medium.
Well,
see, even that, I don't think that's warranted at all.
No, I don't think it's warranted. I mean, we don't know what he said back to him there in the conversation, but the Fylde manager has been given a red card, and he's taking his time. He knows what he's doing. He's shaking hand with the fourth official, winding it down. And
I don't even think it was him that.
No, I know. I think no. I don't think it was a pedantic handshake. I just think he's just taking his time, isn't he?
Definitely.
Well,
so we've had 3 minutes there, all for the sake of the throw-in.
Here we go. Can Gateshead try and carve out something? Story brings the ball forward, holds it up, gives it back to Grayson. And Kay wins the ball in midfield. The pressure was good. Booty chases down to try and get it back as Kay gets past Booty, but he's going to take it down to the corner flag. And he's done that very well, Kay, hasn't he? Yeah. And it's a foul there and a free kick to Gateshead. But, obviously Gateshead commentary here, and want to see Gateshead do well, but you've got to take your hat off to Fylde. They've 100%. Come, they've disrupted, they've put the hard work in, they've closed us down all the way throughout this game. A little slip there, finds Rutledge going through, and that's off the ball, but Rutledge is still going. Can he finish it? Oh, pulls it wide. Well, is the referee going to pull?
Yeah,
the yellow card's coming out for the pull on McBride. But credit to where credit's deserved. Fylde have worked very hard here today. Free kick was sublime. Penalty. It was a harsh one from a Gateshead point of view, but hey, it was given, and he stepped up and took a great penalty. Didn't give Archimere any chance with it. And from then on, it was an uphill battle. And unfortunately for us today, it hasn't clicked for whatever reason. And it looks as if Fylde will come away with the 3 points, but you'd say deserved.
I think so. But then you look at the chances and we'll analyse it, and I think essentially we've had I wouldn't like to say it.
Yeah, it's this.
I mean, the one 10 minutes ago there, that was a good chance that the keeper saved.
It's not a case of we're not creating anything. It's just it needs to be finished as Richardson cuts in, plays the ball in there towards the back post. Keeper's going to come out all day and grab that. But if we're going to put those in, we need to be just a little bit more precise and have more people challenging on the end of it.
I think that's what I was saying earlier with them having a small keeper. Still got to have quality, and you've got to be around it and make it.
Well, there's going to be 7 minutes added on here.
Oh well. I think they might have listened.
There will be a minimum of 7 minutes additional time. 7 minutes.
But to be fair, we have had two decent injuries and a good amount of time. To be fair.
Story lays it off to Booty, who pings a ball out to the left-hand side. Is it going to come through to Hunter? The conditions haven't been great. Both teams have had to play on it. There's been a lot of slips and slides as that ball there falls now on the far side to Udabasi, who goes out for a Fylde throw. Yeah, it's hasn't been the greatest conditions, but you can't blame that on the result. But hey, if anything, we know what happens here at Gateshead. We analyse, we rebuild, and come back stronger.
Yeah, definitely.
A defeat is a defeat, yes, but you've got to take the lessons from it, haven't you?
Yeah, 100%. I think this is a bit of a tough one to take. I think we've played them at a bad time, considering, because with them having the result midweek, it's a big one for them, and they've came with confidence. I think, like I say, we've just summed it up. I think they've done very well today against us. We've been the creator of our own downfall, that's for sure.
Rutledge holds the ball up well, lays it off to Story. We're into the second minute of the 7 added on. And it would be a grandstand finish if they can claw one back now, but with passing like that, unfortunately, I don't think it's going to happen as the ball goes out to Udabasi on the right-hand side. He's not in any rush. He's got no need to lose the ball. Yeah. And he does very well to get past his man now, puts a cross in. It's going to fall to Phyllis Kirk. And now can Lofthouse get there? It's blocked and goes through to Archie Mayer. Gives it to Booty. Gives it now to McBride. McBride can drive with the ball if he sees a ball over the top, looking for the run at Denanga. And today, a ball like that, it's going to be ate up all day by the defenders. Throw in on a far side. Booty. Gives it to Wern. Wern, nice touch to McBride. Now, is that a pull back there? Referee says yes. Free kick on the edge of the box. And, well, there we go. Yeah, it's getting. Oh, no, it's the.
Again, like you said earlier, you don't want card given, but if the way the game is now, that you've got to play the game.
Yeah.
And I think Werney must have been fouled about 8 times today.
Well, not the way Rob Elliot would have start of his tenure as interim manager at home, but we have a free kick, left-hand side of the box. Wern goes for a curling one, and much like all afternoon, it just wouldn't dip. It seems to be what's happened to us today. But we have 4 minutes remaining. And the rain is just starting to come in here onto the commentary desk, isn't it? It's very rare it comes into the stand.
The wind must be howling, like I was saying there. The keep was launching along all the way, so...
Well, the ball now Fylde. They're finding it easy to get that ball forward. At the moment, Gateshead trying to commit to get people forward, and it's just, well, as we've said so many times, just sums up Gateshead's afternoon. Just hasn't worked out the way they would have liked it to. Conway trying to take it down to the dead ball line. He's up against Lofthouse. They've had a battle all afternoon, and Lofthouse caught his hand there and pulled him down.
Just silly.
Needless one to give away here at this stage of the game.
Them kill it.
Once again, a big thank you to everyone that's joined us on National League TV and on the Heed On Me podcast YouTube stream. Well, 3 players standing over the ball, guarding it. Don't know if this is on the training ground. Oh, well.
Obviously it is. It'll be a foul.
He's turned his man there as the chance come in. Can he get a shot away? He can, and finishes it. Beredensky puts it into the back of the net. And, well, they held it up with 3 men. They got the tackle away, but the ball fell to him, cut inside as the ball comes back here. And, well, 3-0. And Fylde their second game in a row where they've scored 3 goals. And it looks like they've got all 3 points, it's safe to say here. And a frustrating afternoon compounded by a goal that you don't like to concede.
Yeah, I think that, again, we've said it a couple of times, but that's kind of summed up the afternoon. I mean, we've looked, the first time for a while, we've looked a bit disorganised, I think. And that's no fault of the coaches. I think they've given us more than enough to go off. I just think we've not executed the game plan very well today.
Well, it hasn't happened very much this season. Teams do have an off day, and today was Gateshead's. But full credit to AFC Fylde. They've came here, they've done a job, they've worked, they've pressed hard. And
he's finally got his cards out.
Conway gets a yellow now for kicking the ball away.
It's useful, isn't it?
Well,
this goes back to what I've just said. Obviously, the tackles that he's made,
it
wouldn't make much difference now, obviously, but technically they got sent off,
which
said earlier you don't want.
Well, Wern pushed off the ball, and now they drive forward. Kay puts the ball across, and now Udabezi through on goal, makes it 4-0. Yeah. Lovely finish. The ball comes straight onto him to run onto beautifully, and there is the full-time whistle. Fylde run out 4-0 winners here at Gateshead International Stadium, An afternoon Rob Elliot will want to forget pretty quickly, and so will the team. We just didn't come out the traps today, Robbie.
No, like I've just summed it up there a minute ago. I think it's not been good enough from start to finish. Like, we missed too many chances, and later on in the game, when you're pushing for an equaliser or you're trying to get back in the game, it's not good enough. But I'm going to go and listen in on what's to be said and put me 2 pence in.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Robbie. It's always a pleasure, and hopefully you're back out on the pitch shortly.
Yeah, perfect. Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you. Well, a big thank you to everyone that's joined us today. Congratulations to Fylde, and big thank you to Robbie Tinkler there as well. Not the day we would have wanted here at Gateshead Stadium, but Fylde, they come out, they worked hard, and they got their just desserts today, and they go home with 3 points. Gateshead, they'll have to rebuild, come back again stronger next weekend in the FA Cup as they travel all the way down to Yeovil. Please join us on the Heed Army podcast on Thursday evening at 8. We'll be talking about this game and previewing the FA Cup game as well. It wasn't a great day for Gateshead, but Fylde, they march on with another 3 points. That's 6 in 7 days. And we'll see you next time, everybody. Thank you and goodbye.